Amazing, amazing. Drop a 111 in the chat box if you guys can hear me nice and clear. 111 in the chat box. There's going to be so many people joining this call, so I'm just going to run it. And I'm excited to be here. If you guys can see me and hear me, drop a 111 in the chat box. 111 in the chat box. Let's go. Sheesh. So I'm extremely excited, guys, to be here today. I'm here actually in the Dominican Republic right now. I'm actually here in my home island, and I'm extremely grateful, to be here and, have every single one of you guys here on this call. So first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for being here. I know you could be doing anything else, but you guys are here on this call right now, watching this video. Some of you guys are going to watch this after, but, I invited every single one of you guys specifically because, in the last 2 years, I've been working with a really big project, and this project right here has been able to change me, myself, become a whole different person. There's some of you guys here on this call have been watching me since high school days, college days, and the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? So you guys have seen the whole transformation. And there's some of you guys here on this call that I just met here in this journey. And, I'm extremely grateful to have every single one of you guys here today on today's call. I'm going to be talking about, things that I've been able to do within the last 2 years, how I've been able to master the skill set of becoming a profitable trader, right? I'm gonna teach you guys here some tips and some tricks that I've been able to master. I'm also gonna give you guys here some tips and tricks on my e-commerce store, how I was able to just have one of my biggest months in the e-commerce space. No income claim, but X amount, I made, and it was amazing. And I'm also gonna give you guys some tips on how exactly I was able to be here in this journey and connect with so many amazing mentors. So here on this call tonight, I also have two of my favorite mentors. I have my mentor, Nano Torres. He's actually here on the call. So real quick, just some nanos in the chat. I have him here on the call with me. And I also have my e-commerce mentor, which is Chris Reed. He's gonna be giving you guys a rundown and a play on the e-commerce. And he recorded a quick video because he's doing another call right now. So I'm gonna play the video for you guys. But I'm also going to give you guys a tip here today. So real quick, I have some house rules, and I also want to thank every single one of you guys for being here. 19 plus, I told you this call is going to get packed out here in a little bit. There's going to be so many people joining, but you guys are here on time. So the first house rule that I have, guys, is number one, turn off all devices or distractions, right? And also turn your cameras on. So I know that I could be able to interact with you, okay? Now, within the next 20 to 15 minutes that we're going to be here on this call, I want you guys to interact with me, right? It's going to be very interactive. I want you guys to be here with me and, enjoy this moment here with me. And the last thing I have for you guys is be here on this call and take notes. Take notes here on this call, because this call is going to really give you guys a game plan for 2023, a game plan for you to be able to invest into yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the game plan for you to be able to hit next level. It could be in your business, it could be in your life, it could be in all the things that you guys have going on right now. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna get started and drop some 777s in the chat if you guys are really excited for today's call, right? 777s in the chat real quick. Let's go. Sheesh. I could feel you guys' energy, which is super dope, and I love it. Let's get it. So real quick, family, I want to break this down to you guys, right? I made a little quick PowerPoint, and the reason why I want to share this with you guys is my story. I want to break it down and tell you guys a little bit about me. Okay, so let me pull it up real quick. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. You guys can see my screen, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, give me 1 second. Hold on. My computer's like, oh, right here. Perfect. Awesome. So that right there is me. Okay. So the reason why I want to break this down to you guys, right? This is me. It's KD. I'm 27 years young. I was born here in the Dominican Republic. I was raised in Washington Heights. I grew up in Providence, Rhode Island, as some of you guys here on this call know me. And, graduating from high school, I went to college in New Hampshire. I have a minors in teaching and coaching. I have a bachelor's degree in business. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, right? Now, quick flashback, right? I want you guys to take a screenshot of this, okay? Now, this person that you guys see here today and see this person here speaking to you, you know, a couple of years back, I want to say like 2 years, you know, I made the biggest investment, actually 3 years ago, I made the biggest investment in myself, right? I started my first business. It was actually 2019 when I started my first business. And when I started my first business, it was Flywave, right? Some of you guys still have Flywave here today. I still have Flywave, right? But I made a decision 2019. I was turning 24 years young. And I was like, man, I'm sick and tired of this, sick and tired, right? I went to college. I did the whole college thing. I graduated and I was like, man, I'm not even doing what I went to school for. And you know, I spoke to my mom and at the time, me being the baby of 6, at the time, I knew that I needed to step up, right? It was a point in my family that it was like, yo, we need help. So I decided to just work, you know, and at the age of when it was 2019, I was 24 years young, I was turning 24 and I was like, man, I'm sick and tired of the sick and tired, man. And I said, you know what? It's my time to really make a decision and start investing into myself. Right. And I started investing into myself. I put some money together and I was like, you know what? Let me invest into my passion. Who here has a passion? Drop a passion in the chat box, right? You have a passion, drop a passion in the chat box. You know, I have a passion of creating, right? I have a passion of putting clothes together, fashion. That's one of my passions, content. So I was like, you know what? Let me invest into something that is my passion. And I decided to invest into myself, right? Flashback 2019, right? The biggest breakthrough in my life happened where I reached the level of 6 figures. And I reached the level of 6 figures very fast. In about 7 to 8 months, I reached that level, but I got too big for the little things, okay? And when I got too big for the little things, some of these things started to happen, right? Where I was not there financially. I didn't know what to do with all that energy that I was able to receive. I was spending time and I had the wrong circle around me. I was doing some of the wrong things. And, you know, who here remembers COVID, right? A lot of people do, right? So when COVID happened, it was like, okay, I got a store, I have a little office space. And when COVID happened, it was that big transition that happened within my life. It was like, man, I have to close down my store. Now I got to run a business from home that I had no idea about the industry of social media. I had no idea how social media works. And I was like, man, here comes my hopes from being like, yo, his 6 figures, we lit, it's dope. The whole 9, right? Now telling my mom, like, yo, mom, look, I can't really help you no more like I was helping you, right? Having that conversation with my family, like, hey, look, like, I need to work on myself, but it's cool though. Because, you know, with me working with myself, they always say when a door closes, another door opens, right? And guess what? I shout my brother out all the time. You know, shout out to my brother Jarrell. He actually, you know, he's one of my business partners. And he was somebody that, you know, saw potential in me, right? He saw me for 30, 40 days going through it mentally, spiritually, financially. He was like, yo, man, I can't let you play with your potential, right? And he called me up. He said, hey, come to the house. Let's chop it up. And he introduced me here to this digital space. He introduced me to I Am Mastery Academy, where actually I met amazing mentors like Nano, amazing mentors like Chris Reef, amazing mentors like Natalia. And I decided to make that same investment into myself. But before I made that investment, you know, I asked questions. I was on that phone with Nano and Natalia for almost 2 hours. And I was asking them questions. Now here today, I made that investment August 29, 2020. August 29, 2020, I made that investment into myself. That investment got me back into educating myself. That investment got me back into being a successful crypto holder, being a successful NFT holder, now being able to become an e-commerce specialist, right? Now to be able to become an entrepreneur, advisor to people. And think about it, it all took me was a decision. And all it took was one of my friends for me to listen and allow myself to put my pride down and listen to him and be like, okay, bet, let's do it. Right. And all I did, I trust my timing, and here I am today. But I'm here to tell you guys, right? All this is beautiful, but look, this is where it all started. Okay. I want to be honest. Before I started this new version of myself, I started here. I started smoking, drinking. That was me. That was my addiction, right? But this day right here, I was already searching. I was like, man, I need some changes in my life, right? Those are here on this call. You guys used to party with me in high school. You guys used to party with me in college. You guys know, right? That was me. But look what I did, right? I committed now and I made a decision. I launched my online store from home, opened up a whole store, 6 figures, lost it, but it was nothing though. Because when I lost it all, this is the picture right here. That's the day I decided to make the decision to start investing into myself. And I started investing into myself this day. And when I made a decision to invest into myself, guys, I committed now and I figured out later. Now, I've been able to travel the world, right? I've been able to impact hundreds and thousands of people. I've been able to learn so many skill sets. And I'm here to be that testimony for you today. Right? I'm here to show you guys 2 years later, I walked away from my old life to step into this new life. And not only that, but the access that I've been able to walk into, the rooms that I've been able to walk into. Guys, look, I'm in the Dominican Republic right now. I was in Miami a week ago, pouring into my cup. 3-4 days before that, you know where I was? I was in Canada for 40 days, impacting, sharing my story, in stages, sharing my story in front of hundreds and thousands of people, going to historical places. And I'm here to tell you guys, all I did was I just made a decision. Who's here tonight ready to make a decision for change? Make a decision for better. Drop decision in the chat box for me, right? I told you, I want you guys to be in tune here with me. Because this journey in the last 2 years, you know, I've been talking about it, but I haven't really been talking about it, right? In 2023, we're really going to talk about it, right? Because my example is going to inspire you. My example is going to be like, wow, KD made a decision. Look at the access that he has today. Look at the person that he was able to become. Not only that, guys, but look, I'm here to give you some tips. These are some 7, 8 things that I did to be able to make that decision. Number one, you got to ask questions. You're here on this call. Before I even brought you into this call, you asked me hundreds of questions, right? Like, yo, what is this link about? What is this? What is that? I'm telling you, I'm sharing you my story. I'm connecting you with the people that I've been able to be connected with, okay? Number 2, I had to forgive myself. Why did I have to forgive myself? Because I've missed opportunities. I failed in my business because I had no mentor. I failed in my business because I didn't decide to make a decision, right? That's why I failed in my business. I failed in my business. That's why I lost it. I had no mentor. A mentor is a person that's here for your support, is here for your assistance, and help you reach levels that you can't see, right? Number 3, guys, I had to get prepared. These last 2 years, I've been getting prepared, working on all my skill sets, working on all the things that I've been able to accomplish, not only the success of me, but the success of everybody that's around me. Preparation is the biggest key. And guess what? Opportunity was met. Here today, you guys are going to see the opportunity that's going to get met right in front of you. God gives us bread every single day, but we have to go out there and guess what? Get that bread, right? Take that bread. And here, guys, you got to trust your timing. I started trusting my timing. And this is the time. In 2023, we're taking flight like Jordan, man. And I just want to share this with everybody, right? I connected with my creator. I signed the contract with my creator, and then I committed. I'm committed. And not only that, guys, but look, I know you guys have been watching me. I can motivate you with words, but I can inspire you with the actions that I've been able to take the last 2 years. Some of you guys here on this call have seen me run it up in my clothing brand. You guys have seen me come from zero. Probably slept in your couch, right? Probably was motivating you in high school and college. But guess what, guys? I'm here to give you guys the testimony and educate you with my actions, okay? So before I get started, you know, I teamed up with this amazing community, which is called I Am Mastery Academy. I'm actually going to share my screen here with you guys, and I'm going to walk you guys through so you guys can be able to see, right? So I teamed up with I Am Mastery Academy. And when I teamed up with I Am Mastery Academy, if you guys don't know, I Am Mastery Academy, guys, is a digital entrepreneurship space, okay? Now, this digital entrepreneurship space has been able to be out now for the last 10 years, okay? Has been able to generate $1 billion in revenues, has been able to be in 40 plus countries, has been able to train 1 million people, a lot of successful stories. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm that successful story. I had things in motion before I came here, and guess what? That motion stopped. And this got me back into being in motion, okay? Here within the last 2 years, I've been educating myself within the crypto space. I've been educating myself within the trading world. I've been educating myself within the e-commerce space, okay? I've been able to generate here within the space about 4 to 5 streams of income now. Actually became also an influencer. Now, this year, one of my goals is to become an e-commerce educator for the company, right? And not only that, guys, but look, here in this platform, before I educate you about anything, I want to educate you guys a little bit about money. How does money work, right? This right here is the four-way cash flow, okay? The four-way cash flow is this was actually created by Robert Kiyosaki. If you guys haven't read the book, it's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? A very, very, very powerful book. I recommend this book to everybody. It's going to educate you a little bit about how money works, right? So here, 95% of the people in the world, as we all know, right, we are the population, okay? 5% of the people in the world actually know the real secrets, how wealth really works, okay? How did that start? I started in this four-way cash flow, guys. I started being 60% of the people in the world, being an employee, right? Exchanging my time for money, and that's okay. That's okay if you have a job here on this call. I'm here just to put more and more for you to grow, okay? For you to see out of the unseen, just how I was able to see, okay? 35% of the people in the world, quote unquote, are self-employed, all right? Now, this is where the cheat code started. This is where I started to become an entrepreneur. I decided to become 4% of the people in the world where I was able to generate a system that generates me money, okay? I also did what? I became the number 1% of the people in the world. Now I'm having money work for me, which is multiple streams of income, okay? So I'm here to show you guys, and I'm first gonna start within the trading space, okay? This platform, when I first started here, we only had 3 academies. And that academy was Forex, TBX, and DCX. Now this academy has been able to expand within the last 2.5 years I've been here, okay? Now we have mindset. Actually, my brother Nano that's here, my mentor, he's actually one of the top educators within the mindset, with the mindset mastery of the platform, okay? We also have social media now. If you're here on this call, you wanna become an influencer like I did, how to get paid from social media, we have tips and tricks on showing you exactly how social media works. We also have a stock academy now, and we just launched our e-commerce space. And those that want to travel, guess what? We have a travel portal. That's why I've been able to travel to Canada. That's why I've been able to travel here to Dominican Republic, travel to Miami, and all these amazing places I'm going next. In March, I'll be heading out to Rotterdam, and I'm using my travel package. Okay, but let's get straight to the point. Number 1, I want to start with trading. Okay, and the reason why I want to start with trading is because this is the first thing that I was introduced to. So trading is broken down, guys, into 4 different academies here. Okay, and I'm gonna explain all 4 to you, and I'm also going to tell you a plan that I've been able to accomplish. One of the biggest milestones that I just actually hit within the trading space within the last couple of days, right? The last 24 hours actually. So the trading world, if you guys don't know about trading, trading is one of the largest financial market in the world, okay? Now, what do I mean is the largest financial market in the world? Think about it. Who here has traveled outside the US? Drop an I in the chat box, right? And where have you guys traveled to? What places you guys have traveled to outside the US? Let me know in the chat box, right? I'm here in Dominican Republic. I went to Canada. So myself going over to those places, right? I have New Zealand, okay. France, okay. Amazing. Right, myself going to these places, okay? Think about it. Myself going to these places, I had to be able to exchange the US dollar with their currency there. So here I have learned the power of exchanging one currency with the other, right? But I'm doing this physically. Now think how amazing this is that you're doing this digitally, right? And you're doing this digitally, and now you're learning the skill set. Okay, now there's so many skill sets that you can learn here within the trading space. If you guys don't know about this market is a $7 trillion market. Okay, $7 trillion move within this market on a day-to-day basis. Now this market is open from Sunday to Friday. It opens any 5 p.m. time, no matter what coast you're in, no matter what time frame you're in, 5 p.m. on Sunday, and it closes every day at 5 p.m. But it also closes this for the weekend 5 p.m. on Fridays, okay? Now, there's multiple ways that you could trade here within this space. There's called time zones that you could trade, right? You could trade within the New York session, which that's the session that I love to trade when New York opens. It opens at 9:30 a.m. and it closes about, I want to say like noon or so. That's the New York session. It closes. Now, you also have the Asian session. The Asian session opens up about like 6:30 until like 9:30. Then you have another session that opens up. It's called the London session. Okay, this session opens up around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That's for my night owls that love to stay up all night, or the people that work overnight. But if you're an early bird like me, guess what? The New York session is going to be for you. Now, let's say you're a person that wants to trade 24/7. Guess what? We have a package just for you, which is the crypto space. Okay. So now with the Forex space, that's how Forex works, right? We show you here how to trade with the banks. Okay. If you guys didn't know this, right? You guys putting your money in the bank, that's a house rule. Okay. You just going into the bank. And what is the bank doing with your money? You're giving money to the bank so they could duplicate it. And you don't even touch it. You don't even make nothing of that. Right. But guess what? Within this platform, I was able to understand how exactly that works. Right? Who's with me? Did I lose anybody? Everybody's still with me. Right? Guess what, guys? Here, we're going to show you how to play against your competitors. We're going to show you here how to play against the banks. Right? We're going to teach you the right proper skill set so you can be able to learn that. Okay? Now, the next thing that we have within the trading space is called crypto. Okay? I got into crypto when I first got started here because I was doing too much at the same time. Right? I got started with crypto because I was a person that I wanted to trade whenever. Okay. I wanted to trade in the weekend the most. Now, if you guys know about crypto is based on people. This market is open 24/7 in the trading space. Now, the cool thing about crypto is right now we're actually experiencing a recession. Okay. If you guys don't know what a recession is, right? It happens every 4 years in the market, right? The market drops all the way down. Okay. And then a bull run happens, right? It happened in so many different 4 years. Right now, we're actually experiencing it right now with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you guys are probably like, man, I want to know about that, right? Guess what? Here within our platform, we focus a lot on education. Okay. And we're going to teach you that education here within this platform, what you should be doing, what are the proper steps you should be taking right now here within this space. Okay, which is super, super amazing and super, super awesome. So that's the crypto space. The next spot that we have is for my individuals that are here that love stocks, right? If you're a person that loves stocks, guess what? This is for you right here. The stock market is $1 billion market. Okay, you're actually probably right now working your career job and you probably have a retire plan, a 401k. Guess what? Here within our academy, you're going to learn how you could be able to invest within that plan. How can you invest into the right companies? Okay, not trade, invest into the right companies. Okay, the only difference between Forex and stock, everybody say it with me, right? Forex is $1 trillion market, and then the stock market is actually $1 billion market. You see the difference? The T and the B is a big difference. Okay, and guess what? Trading, you can know how to make money on the way up and on the way down. And then with stocks, you only know how to buy. You can't even sell your stock. Okay, so here we teach you all the right proper skill sets that you need to know to be able to defend yourself within this space, right? Now, when we get you guys started here within this space, guess what? You're probably right now in a space that you don't know nothing about how trading works, right? Guess what? We're going to teach you here the education. So we here have a 3-step system. Step number 1, guys, we teach you the right proper skill set, okay, which is the education. We focus a lot on education here. Okay, because there's a lot of people out there right now that are the YouTube educators, right? They're not getting the right proper lingo. They're not getting the right proper education. So guess what? Here, we're teaching you the right education so you can have access to know how the market works, right? Second thing that we're doing here, we actually have mentors, and I'm going to show you guys how everything works, okay? Which is the mentorship. You guys are going to get live mentorship for professionals that are teaching you the right skill set that they've been able to learn, okay? Now, the third thing that we have is a community base. You're not alone into this. You have a community that's right next to you, helping you out, right? So this is how the trading space works. This is probably you right now. How do I access a broker? Guess what? We're going to put you and recommend you. We don't recommend brokers, but we allow you and show you how the market really works. And we put you with some brokers that we have. You could be able to trade through your laptop, through your phone, with the platform that's called MetaTrader 4, okay? Next, what we show you is how exactly you could be able to have access into the market, okay? When to buy and when to sell, right? The next thing that we do here is right when you guys get started after this call, we give you a plan, okay? We give you a plan so you could be able to succeed. In that plan, we're going to teach you the mindset that you need to know how the market exactly works. Then you're going to learn the skill set Then you're going to have a one-on-one schedule so you could be able to get educated and dedicated into the space. And then you're going to receive the success. That was the game plan that Nano gave me when I first got started here. This is the game plan that Natalia gave me when I first got started here. You know what the cool thing about this as well is? That guess what, guys? There's this thing called out there, right? Funded accounts. Who here has heard about the FDMO accounts and the funded accounts, right? Now, I want to explain to you guys this, okay? Now, this is, and I'm going to show you guys a chart real quick, right? This is how I've been able to trade, okay? I've been able to trade with something that's called confluence, how the market trades, how the banks trade, and especially how the news trade, okay? So I've been able to, yesterday, I was able to catch this move right here in the market. Those that know, the market moves in what? Pips, which is points. It's just like basketball, okay? Let's say basketball, right? Every time you shoot and you score is a what? Is a 2-point. Every time you score a layup is a layup, it's 2 points. Every time you shoot a 3, it's how many points? 3 points, right? So guess what? The market moves just like this in this direction. It moves in points and it moves in pips, right? So yesterday, I was able to catch this move right here, 727 pips. I caught into the market yesterday, right? Some of you guys are like, whoa, what is that? Right? I want you guys to take your calculator out for me, right? Do 725 times 0.01. Okay? That right there is probably like, oh, it's only $7.27. Okay? That's how much you guys could have made in the market with an average, how an average trader trades, how the retail trader, right? Now I want you guys to do this for me. 725 times 1.00. Do the math on that. $725, right? Amazing. Now I want you guys to do this math for me, right? This is how a person that's educated would trade. I want you guys to do this math for me. 725 times 10.00. That's $7,250, right? That's how much I caught yesterday trading. Now, mind you, right? I'll be 100% here transparent with you guys. I made $7,250, no income claims, okay? But I was able to challenge myself. If you guys know me, are here on this call, you guys know I love a challenge, right? I did this on my funded account, okay? Now, one of the biggest things that my mentor taught me is like, use other people's money. And I was like, okay, bet. And he taught me how to use other people's money. So here we have something that's called FDMO funded accounts, right? Now, this is a challenge that you guys get. So this is what I love to do, right? We teach you the strategy here within this space, but we also show you how to leverage other people's money. These are actually firms that are out there right now, right? And this is a skill set that our organization has been able to develop, teaching people how to pass a funded account. Let me ask you a question. Do you have a disposable income right now that you could be able to invest into anything? Let me ask you that question. You probably don't, right? You have a disposable $10,000 you could just throw into the market, duplicate it just like that, or $1,000 just like that. I'm gonna be honest, you probably don't. Guess what? I didn't have that either, right? But I've been able to find a trick within this space, right? And you know what the trick I found? I found FDMO accounts. So how does this work? Number one, you guys actually get a challenge. Okay, you get a challenge. You could get an account for 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K, 200K, right? And these are tests that you take. There's 2 evaluation tests that you take to get the evaluation process, right? And this is a game plan that I give you once you guys get started here with us. Okay, then you go through the verification process. Verification process is letting the firm know that you have a strategy that you could be able to duplicate money. And guess what? They give you money to leverage. That's the biggest thing I learned here within the space. And guess what happened, guys? Right after that leverage, you become an FDMO trader. Last night, 24 hours ago, I actually became a live funded trader, right? Now, look at this. I'm going to show you guys this so you guys can be able to see, right? I passed my account. I passed a 100K account yesterday, right? I have the right skill set to show you guys how you guys can be able to do this, okay? And I did this in a matter of 30 days. They give you 60 to 90 days so you can be able to finish this. I'm not telling you guys that you're going to get started here today and tomorrow you're going to master this strategy. No, I'm telling you guys, you're going to get started today. We're going to give you a game plan so you can be able to get the mindset. You can be able to get the strategy. And not only that, guys, but you guys could be able to get, right, the right proper strategy so you can be able to succeed in the market. That's how I've been able to succeed within the trading space. A lot of you guys hit me up for trading here today, right? So how does this work? How do we get started, right? This is how you get started. You come into I Am Mastery Academy, just like anything else. We give you a portal. You guys have the education right here. In this education, there's a 4-step system. We teach you the basics, okay? This is just trading that I'm going over with you, so you guys know how trading works, right? Trading, right after trading, we have live mentorship. This is the basic information with trading. Then the next thing that we have right here is the live, which is the live mentorship, okay? Live mentorship works very, very simple, okay? Here you guys have live mentorship to educators from all over the world that are actually showing you exactly how everything works with their strategy. The cool thing about the mentorship, guys, is that you have access to a whole schedule that you can log in whenever you guys want. And the cool thing about it is the schedule works 24/7. And let's say if you miss this call due to being with the kids or being at school or being busy, being at work, you guys could go to their favorite session and you guys can be able to have access to their favorite session. Okay, you can have access to their favorite session and pre-watch the pre-recording session. Okay, that's how trading works. Okay, and the next thing you have is the academy, which you guys will all have access to. Right now, real quick, I just actually got the video right here from my brother Chris, which is my e-commerce mentor, and I'm gonna play this video here for you guys. This video is quick. It's a 10-minute video, and then I'm gonna bring in Neno. I don't want to take too much of you guys' time, but my brother, you know, my mentor, Chris Reef, he's actually the co-founder of e-commerce. He's actually the individuals that found e-commerce, brought it to our company. And this individual right here, guys, I have one-on-one mentorship. Our organization has one-on-one mentorship from him every single Wednesday night, where he's actually teaching us how to find the hottest products right now that are out there, how to build our store, how to answer our questions, and how exactly it works, right? This individual has a desire to help people. He has a desire to just make sure that now he gives back to all of us. And not only that, guys, but he's here live here with you guys. He's gonna be able to drop this for you. And I'm gonna share it with you guys. Take notes because he's gonna give you a lot of sauce, okay?
For KD, thank you, KD. What's up, man? What can I say about KD? Some pretty cool stuff. So, successful business owner. He had his own clothing line stuff. He's a successful e-com store owner. I'm sure you guys hear his ka-chings. He's been talking to you about it a little bit. Man, he's impacted hundreds of people since I've known him, and I haven't known him that long, just a short period of time, probably a little bit under 2 years. One of the top traders on the team. That is a skill in itself right there. Amazing. World traveler. And something cool about being traveled all over the world is you deal with different people. That's a true leader right there, because he knows how to help a bunch of different people all over the world. I haven't even traveled that much. I'm a little bit jelly. KD, I'm gonna be traveling around with you. And then he's also one of the most ambitious people I know. No doubt about it. He is grinding. He's working on himself every day. He's working on his team. He's working on his people. So I want you to know who you're actually in the room with. You don't usually get that close to people like that. So KD, thank you for inviting me to this event. Like I said, I wish I was there. But my name's Chris Reef. I'm the founder of ECX Academy. And let's go ahead and jump into my computer, and I'm going to show you what I got. Okay, we're in my computer. So my name's Chris Reef, founder of ECX Academy, okay? And what does that actually involve? So it's about e-commerce. And what is e-commerce, okay? E-commerce, we're gonna keep it nice and simple. It's buying and selling online. Go ahead and make some noise, clap it up if you bought something in the last 7 days online. Go ahead, don't be shy, I see you. How about the last 3 days? Clap it up, yep. Man, so instead of being on the other side where you're actually purchasing, we're giving you the power to come on this side and have your own store where people come and buy stuff from you, okay? The cool thing about it though, when we start selling online, we're building up cash flow. We are not using any of our own money. We're not buying inventory up front, none of that stuff. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about how that works. We're actually getting money to come into us first, flow out into different places, maybe fund some trading accounts, maybe do some vacation, some more traveling, building your business, whatever. But the key thing is we're doing cash flow, okay? We're going from a brick and mortar to a click and order world. You guys all know, you have your phones in your hand. You guys are probably scrolling, looking, you're like, oh my God, that looks so cool. Boom, I want that. Or maybe you're like, oh, hey, you guys want a Starbucks, this and that, Uber Eats, all that. Everything is at our fingertips on the phone, click and order, okay? So Walmart has moved to that. Target has moved to that. Amazon, eBay, all that stuff. You want your stuff right now, okay? So I don't know about you guys, but like here in the United States, we're like, do we have to go to the store? Can we just order? Yeah, let's just get it to the house. Brick and mortar to click and order. So write that down. It's super important. We're at the beginning of a gigantic wave that is happening. So how are we going to make any type of orders or money online? Well, we're going to sell to other people's passion to fund your passion. I don't know if you want to retire your parents, make sure your brother and sister are taken care of, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, significant other, whatever it is, traveling, building a business, funding real estate, whatever it is, whatever your passion is, we're going to fund it by selling to other people's passion. Because, man, I may love like rims and speakers and all stuff. I'm not going to go sell that. It's heavy to ship, too much work. But I am going to sell little crochet things to grandmas where I'm making a bunch of money in orders and sales. I am going to sell jewelry, which we're going to talk about in a little bit here. But, things like that people are passionate about. And we're going to use this model right here. It's called drop shipping. Okay. Super simple concept. The left-hand side, the customer was you. Hopefully you won't be that. You'll be the person in the middle now with a store. Your own store, okay? And on the right-hand side is the supplier. So we're gonna just literally take a picture. We're gonna advertise it. It could be on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram Reels, on YouTube, whatever. Someone's gonna like what we're selling, come to the store and buy it. So let's say it's $80. Boom. Let's say it costs us $30 to fulfill it. We're gonna take their $80. We're gonna take out 30 out of that, and we're gonna give it to the supplier. We're going to give our customer's name and address, and they're going to ship it for us to their doorstep. We don't ever touch it. We don't feel it. We don't see it. We don't have to have a warehouse. We don't have to have inventory. We don't have to buy stuff up front. We're using someone else's money to make money. Okay? Other people's money. OPM. And in the middle, you're going to take the 50 bucks and you're going to put it in your pocket. Now imagine if you only did that 1 time a day, 2 times a day, 10 times a day, 100 times a day. You see where this is going, right? There's tons and tons of people doing this right now, and that's what we teach inside of ECX Academy. Now, something cool happened this year. I teach you guys how to work on the Shopify platform. That's one of the big ones we do. We also do Etsy. But in 2021, they did 6.3 billion, that's what it'd be, in sales, just over Black Friday to Cyber Monday. You know that just passed, right? Okay. So it's usually, it's hard to beat numbers like that when we're dealing with a gigantic company. But this year in 2022, they did 7.5 billion. Everybody's going to ask, is this saturated? Can this still work? Absolutely. I told you we're going from brick and mortar to click and order. I don't know if you know this, but Whole Foods and stuff buying gas stations so they can put their stuff there so that when you order, you get your stuff in 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Like, this is the way it's going. We are at the beginning of the wave. It's going to be massive. So go ahead and make some noise if you want to get just one tiny, tiny percentage out of all that 7.5 billion. Don't be shy. I know I'm not there. Make some noise. There you go. Absolutely. Now, I want to show you something, okay? Inside of ECX, we teach you how to build a store under 24 hours. We help you pick viral products to test. We give you 2 winning products every single day. We teach you how to sell your own products. If you want to have your own brand, like your own merch, hoodies, things like that. And then we also teach you how to run paid ads. That by itself is a skill that you can go create an agency and run it for other people and get paid very, very well just by learning that inside of here. Once you find a winning product, we only need 1. We don't need to sell hundreds of products. We need 1, and we're going to scale that thing up. You make orders, scale it up, rinse and repeat, maybe even build a brand out of it, and then ultimately sell that brand, which is kind of crazy. Now, there's a lot of people out there that teach this stuff, and maybe they did it at one point in time. I want you to know that I do this every single day. I'm in the trenches with you. Okay. You need to learn from someone that knows what the heck they're doing. So if you're seeing there, that's $234,000 in sales. And this screenshot is from December 1st to December 21st. Okay. I did not have time to take screenshots of something that was done right now. I'll show you at the end here a live store. But remember, I asked if you could picture yourself doing 1 order a day, 10 orders a day. Man, look at this in November, just so you know that it's every single month. That's 316,000 in total sales. My average order value is only $35, so you guys can use your calculator and find out how many sales that is, but that's a lot of sales in a day. And then just so you know that it's just not a fluke because it was the holiday season, it's $2.3 million in sales. Okay, that's January 2022 to November 2022. December December 22nd, 2022. I didn't have enough time to do the screenshot from there. Now, how do we do stuff like that? Well, we sell products that have high margins and have high perceived value. You guys are coming into a point where people are like, oh, but people already bought stuff for Christmas. Well, there's holidays that we chase, and one of the most important holidays that we chase and we look forward to is a holiday that people love to buy jewelry for. I hope you guys are already thinking in your head like, oh, I already know what this is. You should, because it's Valentine's Day. They buy a crazy amount of jewelry. And what we focus on is products like this, not just jewelry. We're actually selling emotion. Okay, people buy off emotion. If you see here, this says, to my wife, if I could give you one thing in life, I would give you the ability to see yourself through my eyes. Only then will you realize how special you are to me. I love you. I know. It's crazy. So if they're crying, they're buying. I want you to write that down. If they're crying, they're buying. Okay, we're going to sell this thing for $59. If they want that mahogany box, they're going to pay an extra $20. That's $79. Okay, then we're going to sell them a protection plan, a 2-year guarantee, all this stuff. We're going to get like about $109 from someone, and we're going to pay between $14 and $19 to get this product produced and shipped from the US to the person's house in about 5 days. Then we have Mother's Day. Mother's Day is going to be another one where we're going to have all this testing of quotes and stuff, and we'll be able to expand to Mother's Day, another gigantic holiday. A lot of people will try to come in here, they want to do their own brand, and they want to sell t-shirts and this and that. What about having your own jewelry brand? Think about that. High perceived value, stuff that other people aren't doing. You can't walk into Walmart and get something like this. What? To my mom, to my granddaughter, to my grandson, to my daughter, to my brother, to my sister, you could do it to anything. And we're just changing quotes and we're putting a little jewelry piece there. We're selling watches, we're selling necklaces. It's unbelievable. It's untapped, and I hope that you really are starting to see. I'm gonna open your mind here. Look at this. Out of Miami, Florida, this is an Etsy store. This is something else that we teach you too. Not only Shopify, but on Etsy. Yo, these people have 11,000 sales. I know you see some prices here, $29, but that's like the start of the crappy box and all this stuff. And then they upsell, and their average is $59 to $79. But think about that. Let me just say that, let's say you average $20 profit in your pocket. Make some noise for me if 11,000 of those orders would change your situation. And you would literally have your own jewelry brand that you don't have to stock anything, nothing like that. Just think about that. I'm gonna show you one more right here. 93,000 sales. I show you this because do you think it works? I mean, 93,000 sales, and there's hundreds of stores here because the people are just flocking to go find this stuff. Look at this. To my mom, happy birthday. You could do horoscopes. I mean, you could just get so creative with this. You could just do birthday, like, you know, to my 16-year-old, to my 15-year-old, to my 21-year-old, like graduation, like 410,000 sales. And this is what we're teaching you inside of ECX Academy, okay? Now, how do you scale something like this? It's super easy. people trying to make things complicated. It's more listings, more ka-chings. More products you test, the more you have the chance of finding a winning product. And you're just going to take that one winning product and scale it until it breaks. And then we'll find another one, we'll do it again. Sometimes we sell the store, sometimes we keep the store, sometimes we just keep going. But man, this is the future. We're going from brick and mortar to click and order. I don't want to take up any much more of your time. I'm going to pop into one other thing. I'm going to show you my live store just so you can see that this is happening every single day. Boom. And then I'm going to pass it back off to you, KD. Okay, here we are. So this is one of my live stores, okay? This is what we actually finished with. So the full January 1st to December 31st, 2.45 million. That's 96,000 orders, okay? Now, currently, we are testing products, as you can see behind the board here, of what we're trying to do from January 14th to about February 10th. Once we find a winning product, you know, they're crying, they're buying. They really are. Coming into the new year, kind of slow month right now, 47,000 because we're testing. I know you're probably like, what? But that's 1,700 orders. And then today it is 6:30 right now. You know, we did 2,361 orders in the day. So remember, I asked you, would your life change if you only did one order? You know, remember the $20? If you did 5, if you did 10 in a day, what if you did 61 orders in a day? You know, and we're just testing to see if we could find the winning product. So I just wanted to let you know that this happens every single day. Not only do I have success, we have 8 other educators on the platform that are constantly teaching inside the Telegram group, a bunch of leaders, a bunch of students that are making sales every single day. They post their sales in there, you know, do 1K days, 2K days, all that stuff. It's fantastic. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys that are sitting there. You guys are taking notes, making noise, clapping when I say. I appreciate you. KD, I'm going to hand it back over to you. Thank you so much for letting me show you guys this. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I hope that one day I meet you in person.
Sheesh. Drop some Chris in the chat. And guys, look, this individual, I'm gonna be honest, he's the one that actually, you know, I went the brick and mortar way, and guess what? I went the brick and mortar, and then now I got the click and order. So now, you know, I've been able to master the skill set when it comes into, you know, knowing how exactly to build a store from scratch. Now, today I have 3 stores. I'm working right now on a team store. I could show it to you guys real quick. On this team store that I'm working on. This is a store that I've been able to develop. I've also worked on another store, which is a general store. So this team store right here is called Shop. It's called Shop with RMP, right? This is a store that I was able to create for the team just to get team merch and things like that. I'm working right now on a couple other stores, and yeah, man, like this, he taught me the game of online, and I had a breaking record month last month, starting the year off, and it was just amazing. And it was perfect. But real quick, guys, I have the next speaker right here, which is my brother, Neno. And I'm extremely excited to bring this individual up, because this individual, guys, was the one that actually, you know, introduced me to this and opened up his hands so he could be able to coach me and mentor me. You know, I've been working with him for the last 2 years. He's actually my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Not only just a mentor, but my best friend. He has taught me so much about the spiritual side of success, something that I've never had, and really got me closer to my creator, really taught me how to become this higher version of myself. You know what I'm saying? The way that I speak, the way that I handle myself. And not only that, but he's been able to connect me with top leaders, connect me in rooms with top network marketers in the world. And this individual, you know, he's a walking success story. You know what I'm saying? So we grew up in the same neighborhood, just like 2 blocks over in New York City and Washington Heights. And this individual right here, guys, here today, has the number 55 podcast for business in the world, has been able to generate six figures, multiple 6 figures, not only just the money that he has made, but the person that he has become and the impact that he's been able to impact all around the world. He's actually the #1 MMX educator with our platform. And not only that, guys, but this individual right here, he's going to come in and give you guys the blueprint of what exactly we're talking about. So Neno, the floor is yours. Give it up, guys, for the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Thank you so much, KD. I'm so blessed and grateful to be on this call, bro. The way you break down the presentation is absolutely incredible, bro. You break that down so well. You really give people a really good breakdown of what it is that they will get access to when it comes to e-commerce, when it comes to trading, when it comes to just the whole platform in general. And guys, I hope that you guys really were able to learn a lot from KD. I've had the chance of working with him now for close to 3 years, and when I tell you guys the person that he was when I first met him back in New Hampshire and the person that he is today is like night and day. Man, this guy has grown so much. His growth has been absolutely incredible. He's been a student of the game. We've traveled the world together. We've even lived together. Like when he said, not only are we business partners, but we're best friends, like it's real, and I'm grateful to be aligned with him. And if you guys are here today and he invited you guys on this call, I want you guys to know, and I don't say that because he's here. You guys are connected with by far probably one of the best people that I have in my whole entire business, and probably one of the best business partners that I've ever had the chance of working with. Okay. And I don't say that because he's here. I truly, truly, genuinely mean that. He's people over profits. He stays up all night. He's the first one up. He's the last one to go to sleep. He studies, he sacrifices, he does whatever it takes to make sure that his people eat. And there's very few people in this industry that I've seen have his attitude and his tenacity to want to see people win. So I'm blessed and grateful to have him on this call. And I'm blessed and grateful that he invited me to share a little bit about my story on this call. But, so we can wrap it up. I know that we've been here for a while. I want to make sure that, I just let you guys know what it is that, we have here and what it is that you guys can do when we get started. You see, a little bit about me. I got started with this business back in 2017. Okay. And when I first got introduced to this, I got first introduced to the trading side of it. I went to school, I got my bachelor's in sports management. I got a minor in business. I was a baseball player striving to become a pro and wanting to play for the Yankees. And due to an injury that I had in my shoulder, my chances of going pro got taken away from me, which put me in a tough position in life because I didn't know what the next step in my life was going to be. Right. So what I ended up having to do was I had to find what was going to be the next step in my life. Right. And, the difficult part about finding the next step in your life is finding what you want to do. What am I good at? What is it that, I want to do with myself? And, after a while, I hit rock bottom and I didn't know what the next step in my life was going to be. But a friend of mine, who I actually played baseball with, introduced me to this business. He invited me to a call just like this one. Very easy, super short, nothing crazy. And when he introduced me to the call, I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose. Let me jump on the call. Let me see what it's actually about. And when I jump on a call, it was a call just like this one, 15, 20 people. And I fell in love with the idea of becoming my own entrepreneur. I fell in love with the idea of, making money from home, having my own control. And I decided to get started. Now, when I got started back then, guys, it wasn't as affordable as it is right now. You see, right now, if you guys wanted to get started with any of our academies, all right, just so you guys know, if you guys wanted to get started with any of our academies, we actually have them on sale right now as we speak. So if you guys wanted to get started with any of our trading academies like Forex, time-based trading, crypto, or stocks, usually it's an initial payment of $250 to get started and $185 a month after that to keep the services running in your business. Now, right now, we actually have our trading packages for a one-time payment of $200 to get started and $185 a month. Okay. Now, when it comes to our secondary packages, which is e-commerce, travel, or social media, those packages have no sales, but those packages are already at a great price of $150 to get started and $125 a month. Okay. And then we have our Mindset Academy, which I'm one of the educators for, which is MMX, for $100 a month. Now, these are great deals, but the best deal that we offer is our Empowered Package deal. Okay, because me and KD, we've really mastered the art of trading and e-commerce, right? And when you put those two together and then you also add mindset with it, it is the ultimate 3-in-1 package that could change the game for you. Now, usually with this Empowered Package, what the Empowered Package allows you to do is allows you to pick 2 of our academies. Okay, and you get one for free. So you can pick any two of the academies, and you get the Mindset Mastery Academy for free when you pick two academies. Now, what I would recommend based off of what me and KD are specialized in is starting with Forex and ECX, e-commerce. Now, if you pick those two right there, all right, you'll get MMX for free. Now, usually that package is $275 to get started. All right, but right now we have it for $50 off at just $225 to get started, and then it's $250 a month after that to keep the services running. Okay, so right now you can actually get the empowered package today at a special price of just $225 to get started, and then it's $250 a month after that. And if you guys see the difference, look, the regular academy package, if you just wanted to do Forex on its own, it's usually $250, but because of the sale we have, it's $200, right? So if you think about it, for just an extra $25, you get the e-commerce academy as well. So you get Forex and e-commerce, plus you get the Mindset Academy that'll help you prepare yourself mentally so you can elevate yourself to the next level. So right now, if you're on this call, the best deal for you is to get started with our empowered package. $225 to get started. You'll get direct mentorship from myself, from KD, and the rest of the leaders within our organization. And then it's $250 a month to keep the services running. Now, if you don't want to pay that monthly membership, okay, we have a 2 and free scholarship program, all right, where you're able to earn, all right, a free membership for just introducing this business to 2 people. So if you introduce this business to 2 people, the company waives your membership. So if 2 people that you know are interested in also trading and e-commerce, and they see this, they like this, you invite either myself or KD on a presentation, and you're like, hey, you know, I got 2 of my friends, I got 2 family members, I got 2 coworkers that are also interested in this, and they like what they see, then guess what? You actually get all of the academy services, the mentorship, the academy, the apps, the services, the community, all of it. You get it all for free for just introducing 2 people to the business. And the last thing I want you guys to know is that you can earn an extra stream of income just like myself and KD have done. You see, myself and KD, not only are we traders, we are e-commerce store owners, and we also build businesses. We help people, all right, become influencer marketers by sharing this business on our, you know, social medias, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is. Now, just to give you guys a perspective, right? KD right now earns an extra $2,000 a month just from building the business. That's not including the money that he earns from trading. That's not including all the incredible success that he's having with e-commerce and all his other businesses as well. So just from him having a successful organization all over the world, in Canada, in Sweden, in the United States, Mexico, all of these incredible cities, he's been able to gain himself, all right, just so you guys can see right here. Let me annotate this. Draw right here. Okay, right here. Look, $2,000 a month, all right, for a team of over 75 people, okay? Now, if you guys can see right here, the first rank, it's $150 a month for just 3 people. But there's so much that can be done, okay? At the next rank, when KD does this over the next couple months, which is his next rank, which will put him at Platinum 5,000, that means that he had built a team of over 225 people, and now he's going to be earning an extra $5,000 a month, which is $1,250 a week. Now, guys, he just gave himself a $60,000 raise for just building a successful team of traders and e-commerce store owners. Now, I don't want you guys to focus on that too much because I don't feel like that's what our main focus is here today. But I show that to you guys so you can see what's possible. Because I always tell people, I'm like, yo, these are the kind of things that are possible with this platform. Like, you can really come in here and run it up and organize yourself in a way where you can put yourself in position to really win, you know, making multiple streams of income. And that's why I love this business so much, because the average person can come in here and elevate their lifestyles in ways that they never thought they could, right? Just by coming in here and learning about all the different ways that they can make money through trading, through investing, through building the business. And, you know, you don't have to come in and have to build a big business like me and KD are going to do. You can come in and just be somebody that wants to earn an extra $600 a month, an extra $1,000 a month. It all depends on what it is that you want to do. All right. But what we're really doing is we're really helping people elevate. We're really helping people understand the importance of digital entrepreneurship. And if you guys are on this call here today and you guys got invited by KD, I want you guys to know that you guys are in the right place at the right time with the right people. This is absolutely the best time to get into these businesses. Right now, I see a lot of people really elevating their lifestyles because you got to think about it. You know, we're headed into a big recession. And what's happening is there's a shift happening, right? People are going from what was once physical jobs to digital jobs. Okay, people are finally realizing that, you know, working a regular job is not the way to go. You know, you can earn hundreds and thousands of dollars right from this device right here. You know, when I actually sit down and think about it, it blows my mind that I've been able to make, you know, over $500,000 from my phone. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I thought that I was going to have to work years and years and years of my life at a job to make $500,000. I've done $500,000 from the comfort of my phone and my laptop, traveling the world, living my best life. And I don't say that to impress you guys. I say that to impress upon you that I started on this call just like you a few years ago. And yes, was I hesitant to jump into the business? Absolutely. Was I skeptical a little bit? Was like, what are they trying to sell me? You know, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I was the same way. But the best decision I made was to make a jump and give it a shot. Because remember, it's always one thing to look at it from the outside, and then it's another thing when you're actually in there. You know, it's one thing when you're seeing the charts on KD's story and looking at him post his store on his story, but then it's another thing when you're actually trading, when you're actually building the store, when you're actually building the business, when you're actually making the money, and you're seeing that you're cashing out this money and it's hitting your bank account, and you're seeing what it's doing for you and the growth and the connections and the events and all of this. You start to really realize that you're like, yo, you made the right decision. And I can tell you guys this all truthfully right here. The best thing that you could ever make is join the right person in businesses like this one. A lot of people have had bad success and haven't had any success at all in prior businesses because they joined the wrong person. Who you join will determine the success that you have. Because individuals have joined KD, they have created so much success for themselves in the trading side and the e-commerce side. And it has been incredibly, you know, blessed to see. So guys, that's my time. I wanted to just come in here, give you guys a little bit of value and just kind of give you guys what it is that this company has to offer. The vision is absolutely incredible. Our goal is to impact thousands of people all around the world. That right there in the chat is my Instagram. If you guys want to give me a follow, check me out a little bit more. But like I said, if you guys got invited by KD, you guys are with the right person. This is a perfect time for you to get started with this business. This is the perfect place, perfect people. Everything is in alignment. Everything is growing. Everything is happening in our favor. And we are just looking for the right people. We're looking for the believers that want to elevate their lifestyle. Once we find the believers, everything else will change, fam. So thank you guys so much for having me, KD. It's a pleasure always working alongside you. I'm right here if anybody has any questions for me, my brother, but I'll give it back to you so you can wrap it up, broski. Thank you so much for having me, bro.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Nano. And like Nano said, you know, we looking for the right serious people that want to be able to elevate, and the believers that are going to believe into themselves to be here with us. So if you're ready to get started, guys, feel free to reach out to me personally. If you have any questions, we're going to leave this open for the next 30 seconds. If you have questions, feel free to just unmute yourself and ask the question. And we'll be happy to answer any questions for you guys. But I really want to thank you guys for being here. Like I said in the beginning, I just want to show you guys what I've been able to work and the people that I'm working with. So I really appreciate you, Neno. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Reach out to me personally when you're ready to get started, and we'll get you guys started and give you the game plan so we can run this up.
on, baby, I don't want to wait. We love that retract but you come my way. Tina venne don't bust it and I do go team me. Let you on my lap, next time go insane.